Previously on Eternal Daughter.
Welcome back, Mia.
All we kneel before Mia. Elder.
Mia, your spirit grows ever stronger. We knew you would not fail.
Elder.
Your actions have created waves of change in the forces of nature.
Elder.
Even the men of steel have begun to move to our side.
Elder.
There are 5 great gods who hold sway over our world. You must seek them out, for they will guide you toward your destiny.
Elder.
Altios, god of the waters and those who dwell below.
Mia must journey into the Mineshafts of the Dungaga and battle the Water Guardian and seek out the help of Altios, god of the waters and those that dwell below. In this episode of the exciting Eternal Daughter Saga. Stay tuned in.
And welcome back to another Eternal Daughter walkthrough. I'm your host Jeremy from Video Gamers Oasis. Welcome back to the channel. And we're continuing our adventure with Mia. She's taken a break at the entrance of the forest. She's back in the forest. And what Mia is going to be doing now is really one thing only. She has to obtain a missing heart container upgrade that's in the forest, and she wasn't able to obtain it before because of lacking the climbing ability, because it's on a very high plateau. But now that we have the Mojack, we're going to be able to obtain that treasure much more easy.
5 minutes later.
We have to find our next segment of our mission. We have to meet Altios in the subterranean mine shaft, but first we want to get this heart container. So we're just going to use the Mojack to jump up these levels, and we've got it. We got the missing heart container. Now we have 1 2 3 4 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 health units. Now Mia has an even better chance of defeating her enemies and surviving.
5 minutes later.
Here there's a water reservoir. There's that plant monster again, and those skull birds. And we are heading back out of the forest, back to the desert area where the mountains are. So Mia is heading back to the mountains. You know the location. You've seen this so many times. She's going to head back to Mana and her grandfather Zorath just to get a mana or a ammunition replenishing. And now, before we head on back to our mission, she used the Mojack to climb up this mountain. I've done a lot of practicing, even off the camera, with this Mojack. It's quite a challenge to learn, but once you get the hang of it, you'll never go without it. You'll find it very helpful. You just got to make sure to stay calm and steady, and to use your up joystick control to shoot the Mojack at the wall, and then climb on top of the Mojack while shooting another Mojack, and basically climbing higher and higher up the level. And so we just gotta climb higher and higher up the level, higher and higher up the level. Make sure you just stay calm. Don't make any jerky movements. I had to get a lot of ammunition.
5 minutes later.
Now I'm gonna get back up on that cliff and climb up the cliff. Now notice how Mia is doing a lot more slower process. See, you don't panic. And there is Crazy Eddie. This would be the way you meet your familiar. in Eternal Daughter the way without the cheat. So I did a bit of a cheat where I climbed up the mountain on top of the guardian of the mountain. So I was able to get my little dragon familiar much faster. But you know what? I got it earlier. But that was Crazy Eddie on the top of the mountain. That's how you'd reach him. So now you know. Now we just have to battle. So we're just going to climb back down from the mountain. And we're going to go to the mine shaft that we need to go to. It's the one where Altius is. Where we have to find our first elemental god. So we need to go to the second mine shaft, not the first one. That was my error. I cut that from this video, making sure that you only saw the correct mine shaft. The second one is the water location, where there's a lot of water, and we can pick up some power-ups for our little dragon buddy. So I'm going to pick up that bat, get some hearts, and we don't need to destroy those bricks. We could use them. We could destroy them if we wanted to, but we don't really need to. And we're just going to head down into the cavern, and we're going to descend into the we're going to descend in to find Altius above the waters, not in the waters yet. So we're just going to continue on into the upper levels here. There's the crab creature, and jump. You don't have to defeat every one of them, just jump over them if you can. I destroyed this one in this case, but you usually can just jump over them. The golems as well, you don't really need to fight every one of them. And here's some more mushroom creatures. So we're just going to quickly jump on top of here on this plateau, and we're going to save our spot here. So now Mia is jumping deep into the water, the cavern lake. In just a moment we're just going to quickly go back up again the plateau. Watch out, man. Be careful. Pick up some power-ups. Save our spot. Get replenished. And what she does now is she jumps down to the bottom of the water, and there is that squid creature that spits Mia out. You want to jump. It's like a plant squid. I don't know what it is. Aquatic plant. And he spits her out. Now we're going to use the Mojang very calmly, very controlled, very crisp and clear. We're not going to make any goof ups this time. Climb up gently, climb up gently, climb up gently. And we got to the level. This is where we're going to find Altios, our first elemental god, who's going to reward us. But first, before we meet Altios, we have to defeat his water guardian, which is a gigantic crab. And we want to hit that claw immediately with our, in this case I use the hammers. So change your weapons, make sure you have a lot of ammunition. In this case ran out of ammunition too soon, wasn't able to shoot any more hammers, but my little dragon buddy did most of the work for me. So I just did a few hits on the claw, and he basically destroyed the claw for me, and eventually the crab. Just a few more hits there, dragon buddy. Just a few more hits on that claw, and we got the claw destroyed. So all that's left is the crab and its bubbles. You can jump on the bubbles incidentally, or you can blast them, but just don't let them hit you. So we just kind of keep on hitting those bubbles, hitting the crab while we're at it. It's better to have a hammer weapon if you can, but if you run out of hammer weapons, you can jump on the bubbles and hit the crab on a higher plateau. But in this case, I have my little dragon buddy doing most of the work for me. So I just got to be patient and wait for the crab to expire in this case. So I'm going to keep on hitting those bubbles. Watch out that you don't get hit. The bubbles are really the only danger in at this stage of the game. You just got to be really, really calm, and if you have your elemental buddy, he can do most of the work for you. If you have your little familiar dragon buddy, he can basically do most of the attacking. So you just got to continue battling this crab with his bubbles. It actually took a lot longer than necessary, but I eventually defeated, with the help of my little dragon buddy, we destroyed the crab. And we're heading back. We have a little safe spot all the way to the entrance, and here we go.
Altios.
And here is
I am
Altios.
Lord over the water, and those who dwell below.
Altios.
With this idol, I pledge my support.
Altios.
Take it, and water.
And there we have
will
it.
no
there's our first
be an
gift from
obstacle for
Altios.
you.
We just got to jump into
Altios.
the water and jump
May
over
battle
and
like
pick up the
drown
golden sphere,
in
which
his
is an
own
idol
greed.
which will allow Mia to swim underwater indefinitely. She won't have to hold her breath. She'll be able to breathe underwater. And there you have it. And when you return back to the fish statue, Altius is
Video
gone. So let's
Gamers
head-
Oasis. Website, YouTube channel,